Okay, so here is the second part of this video. So I took these up here, up to the seam. There's a seam right here, and I went up to that seam with the stones. They are about a finger width apart, on there. Then, I already showed you guys how to do this, and then now we were going to talk about this. So I had about 80 stones or so left, and so I just split that in half, and I put 40 on this side and 40 on this side, and I just spread them out sporadic from the seam. Like I didn't go past this side seam right here, and then I tried to stay right about here because their shorts are going to cover the rest of this up. So I just did some glue spots, and I want to say I did all of them, all of one side, like in one section. And then I did the other side. But if it's easier for you to go like one section at a time, go ahead and do that. I know scattering can be kind of intimidating, but like try not to overthink it, or worry that you're getting them too close together, or it looks different on this side than it does that. It's fine. It's fine. As long as they're spread out, nobody's gonna get on your kid on stage and be like, oh, there's not a rhinestone right there, I'm gonna mark off a point. Yeah, no. As long as it's scattered, it'll look sparkly on stage and they'll look adorable. All right, then the sleeves are a little tricky because they're ruffled. So I'm going to show you how I did the sleeves on another one of these costumes. But I do want to note that some of the bows were starting to come untied. I think one maybe even popped off. So you're definitely going to want to take your glue and add some glue. I would add glue to like both sides. It dries clear, so don't stress. And then I would add some glue underneath of it as well, maybe even like on the top here, just so we make sure that it definitely doesn't ever come off. Okay, so I like to put my costumes on pieces of foam core that I have cut to be about the width that I need. And then I use straight pins to make the fabric lay flat for me. It just makes rhinestoning like 20 times easier. And I also have these little clamps that I get at the dollar store in like the craft section to hold my costumes down as well, especially if like your piece of foam core is thinner than the width of your costume. So I'm going to show you how I did the sleeves real quick on this other costume. So I put a smaller piece of foam core inside so I could like kind of smooth out the ruffles. And then I'm doing about a finger width apart on those. I would do the sleeves last. That way, like if you get accidentally to like 40 stones and you still have like a section left, you can take a few stones that you were going to put on the sleeves. Then at the very end, once you've done your sides and your middle and your neck, then divide what you have left in half and put those on the sleeves. And if anybody wants me to do this for them, just say the word. I would be happy to rhinestone whoever's costumes, if you just want to say, hey, here you go, tell me how much, I would love to rhinestone them for you. All right. But anyway, as you can see, I put the straight pins in and the foam core, and then I'm just gonna, oh no, it's being stubborn. I got like a piece of dry glue stuck in there. There we go. We don't want that to happen on the costume. Okay, then I'm not gonna do that part because it's wrinkled. Then I'm gonna take my little rhinestone thing. And I got this tray also at the Dollar Tree. I like it because I can like tap on the bottom and flip them over without having to flip them over by hand. But that's about all it takes. Okay, if you have any questions, just let me know.